now where to go from there. But thank you. How come you're live so early? I decided. So I was sat. Basically, I decided to be really on time today because we were meant to be leaving at 12, and I got everything I needed to do done, and then had nothing to do. Basically, for like 15 minutes. So I was like, screw it, I'll just go live. And also, I enjoy chatting with you guys. So see what's going on. Thanks, Beth. Are you going to be signing stuff at the meet and greet? Yeah, we will absolutely do our best to. Obviously, we've got to be conscious of making sure we make enough time for everyone. So I'm not going to say like we're going to sign 101 things that you bring to us, but we'll do our best to make sure that everyone's happy with the meet and greet. I think a lot of people forget as well with meet and greets, like we only have a set amount of time before the show starts. So as much as we obviously will want to make sure that everyone gets an equal and fair amount of time hanging out with us, we also need to be conscious that we, don't mess up timing wise, because we've also got 2 shows in a day, which doesn't usually happen. But I don't think we've ever actually done 2 shows in a day as Max and Harvey / and Tilly. Bro getting his live stats up. Yeah, I actually forgot about the live statistics. I wonder if those are still being done. If they are, fantastic. I love statistics. I'm going to sneeze. The sneeze has been coming for like a minute. I don't know if you've seen me being like fidgety. And yes, I did watch Eurovision. What an interesting end. I've obviously seen social media and everything. And yeah, it's just, congrats to Austria for winning. I personally wanted Malta to win. I thought Malta had a really strong song. Malta, obviously, if the UK didn't win, I should specify, because obviously I want the UK to win. And I really need to get over this hay fever thing, because I've taken a pill and it won't kick in. I took it like 4 hours ago. Wait, what time? I took it when I woke up. And that was like, yeah, it was just under 4 hours ago, and it still hasn't kicked in, so I feel like there's no hope. I don't have a cold, I have hay fever. Maybe it's a cold. I don't think it's a cold. Nasal spray. Yeah, I think I have some nasal spray somewhere. Are you talking about the one that like basically not blocks your nose, but like covers it in something so the pollen can't get through or whatever? Is that it? Thanks, Mackenzie, for following, by the way. I just saw that come through. Shout out to Mackenzie. We love people that follow. I need any if anyone has like any really good hay fever tips, because I've had it before and I've like dealt with it, but I feel like now it's just about to get so much worse. I thought I'd gotten away with it because people started getting hay fever and I wasn't getting hay fever, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll be okay. And then I started getting hay fever and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Do you get things from the pharmacy? No, not really. And a lot of people say eye drops. To be honest, I was about to say I don't love eye drops, but actually I do love eye drops when my eyes get really bad. Right now, it's not my eyes that are the problem, it's my nose, to the point where it's even stopping me from speaking properly, which is kind of annoying. But Piriton, I've heard of that before, but I don't know what it is. Looking up Piriton. I also should just find some like local honey. I feel like that's like a really easy and fairly... I just started putting my own password in. Local honey is like a fairly cost-effective solution if it actually works. What was I doing? Piriton. I'm going to Google Piriton because I have heard of that, but I don't know what it is. Oh, right. Yeah. I took Alevia is the one that I use. Yeah, antihistamine. That's what I took, hoping it would just make it all go away. And then I even I woke up, I had a banana. I took a vitamin C tablet was more my point. I was like having a lot of like fruits and healthy things to try and be like, okay, body, fucking have some of this then, and it still did nothing. I also had like a Percy pig, just one, and it wasn't even a Percy pig. It was, you know, the ones, what are they called? Oh, they're like little, they look like big gummy bears, but they don't taste like gummy bears, because I don't like gummy bears, but they look like big gummy bears. And they're like, I think they might be called Fruity Chews maybe, or something like that. If anyone knows the Percy Pig lore and can confirm this for me, then please do. Fexofenadine. Oh, I need to write that down. Fexofenadine. Hang on. So, Fenadine. All right. Well, thanks, Millie FB, for that. There it is. Thanks, everyone. I might go up to my room after this and see if I can find the nasal spray that I had from last year, if it's still in date. I don't actually know if that's how that works, but maybe it'll be fine. Thanks, everyone. Is Dobby coming to the live podcast? Dobby will be there. Dobby will be at the live podcast. Now, let me say this. I know that people are going to be excited to see Dobby as well, and I cannot tell you how much joy that fills me with. But he's also going to be very busy that day. So if you do see Dobby, and he does look a bit busy, then maybe just give him the benefit of the doubt, because he's probably going to be running around like a madman. But he loves it. He's looking forward to it, because actually he's sort of getting to take on a big project for the first time, which he's basically like fronting all of the, you know, logistics of it. And he seems pretty jazzed about the whole thing. However, if people are then always pestering him for photos and stuff, he might be a little bit more frazzled than usual. So pester us. We're good to be pestered. Me, Max, and Tilly. We're all happy with that. Dobby, he might need a minute sometimes. And if you do get a picture from Dobby, then you'll probably be a very lucky person. But he is a bit of a diva, and it is going to be Dobby's moment. So. I'm coming, but I'm scared of Max. That's really funny. That's really funny, because even Tilly sort of jokes about being scared of Max, and I always say, to be honest, I think I'm one of the only people in our family that actually technically isn't scared of Max, only because he will sometimes have these moments where he just gets really serious and really annoyed about things, and everyone else kind of goes, "Oh, I really don't want to be at the receiving end of that," and I'm just kind of like, he's this fucking goofy ass idiot. He's just a dweeb, isn't he? So yeah, that's kind of how I have to think about it. I've had a hard time, but I love you guys so much. Love you too, Illumi. Hope you're well. But yeah, but I mean, Max, don't get me wrong, Max isn't like some sort of son of Satan or anything. He's not like a terrible person. He has a slightly more annoyed side that sometimes releases itself, but then that's why you see him on the podcast. He just kind of sits back and just exists, because I think that keeps him out of trouble for the most part. Right, so fexofenadine, it is just like another hay fever thing. I want to know exactly what it does. Oh no, okay, so I use fexofenadine because that's what's in Alevia, so I guess that's not helping, but it should be. It has, like, the last couple of days I've been taking it, and I've thought I've maybe been wanting to try and have hay fever, and then it went away. Someone just asked which of your tours was your favourite, and I actually really like that question, so I am going to have a think about that for a second, because it's really tricky for me to pick a favourite tour. I would say that on a level of like them being really exciting shows, the first ever tour we did, which was the Up Close tour, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. That was just so much fun, because everything was like brand new. We had no idea what we were doing or what was going on. We literally just, like, a lot of the shows were in like a Hilton conference room or whatever. Because I think at the time, actually, Hilton struck up some sort of deal with us to do our shows in their hotels, but like it was still in like a sort of area that was appropriate for a show, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't just some random. I mean, it can't. Anyway, we did shows in those for a bit, and then after that we had. Oh, now you're testing me. So we had the Up Close tour. Don't tell me what they were called, because I know the Stranger tour. I know This Is Not a Phase, and I know the Coming Soon tour. I feel like there's one in there. There's another one that I'm forgetting, but it will come to me. Just don't say it yet. It was Max and Harvey in a tour. That was it. Yes. Got it. Okay. So a lot of people here probably don't even know any of that lore, and it means nothing to anyone. But I'm pretty sure it was Max and Harvey in a tour, and if someone can confirm that for me, that'd be great. But yeah, so Up Close was fun. In a tour was fun, but in a tour I think was probably our most like inexperienced thing. Even though the Up Close was first, Up Close was almost like test shows, and then In a Tour was like, okay, we've never done anything like this before. This is mental. We're going to actual venues and doing actual shows, and it was probably very amateur, and it was still fun. But then we had what was next? Coming Soon tour, which was great because I know we had Jenna on that one, and on we had Jenna on the Coming Soon tour, I think, and on the Stranger tour. Yeah, and the Stranger tour was by far probably one of my favourites. Well, I say by far. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. It's between Stranger and This Is Not a Phase currently, because Stranger was amazing. Like, we had so much fun. Jenna is just an unreal talent, and having her support our tour was just, an honour. And then we had a screen, which now when I see like videos and stuff from that tour, I'm like, that looked so good. Like, I'm so glad we had a screen. And then instead, on the next tour, rather than doing a screen, we had our LED sign with a live band. Now, if we'd have had the live band and the screen, that would have, without question, been my favourite tour. But there is absolute. So Luca and Eden, our guitarist and drummer, they were sensational. Loved performing live with musicians. The only issue with some of the venues was that there were actually some really small stages that made it harder to have as much fun. Like on a stage with musicians. There are other ones that were amazing, and we had like the best time, and it was probably one of my favourite shows I've ever done, just individually as a show. But as a tour as a whole, we probably actually had more fun consistently with the screen than we did with the live band, only because sometimes it was really hard to make it like work properly. But these are things that you just figure out by touring, and you learn things and you understand things better, and then you go, oh, okay. So yeah, if that gives you any sort of answer on which my favourite tour was, then there it is. But yeah, we actually talk about. So someone just said I love the Birmingham show. Thank you for that. We actually talk about Birmingham in next week's podcast. So get excited about that. Thank you, Alex. This is good. I'm conscious that, so it's now 12 and we're meant to be leaving at 12. I bet Dobby's here, or if not, he's about to be here. Actually, I can't see his car. They haven't left without me, have they? No. I thought there were 2 cars missing from the drive, and for a second there I was going to be like, they've actually left without me. Also, while I'm here, because I completely forgot I was doing this, I've got my 13 again hoodie. I was going to wear it, but it was actually quite warm, so I put it around my neck instead. But I love this hoodie. This is probably one of my favourite colours we've actually done so far, and everyone has their own personal preference. I also really like the pink, but I kind of had to pick because I'd rather just have one that I wear all the time rather than always swapping between like pink and grey and all that sort of stuff. And again, we got the little Max and Harvey logo there. And then, yeah, 13 again. Let's freaking go. So I wonder... Oh, and that's another important thing to note as well. If you do want one of these hoodies, either one of these or one of the other ones. I think it's one of the other ones with the quotes on the back, maybe. They are only available for another, like, I think less than 24 hours, maybe. So if you want one of these hoodies, you have to get them in the next 24 hours. Otherwise, they are gone. And maybe not this one specifically. I might be wrong about this one, but the other ones with the quotes on them. So the pink one, the lilac one, I think, which is purpley, lavender, lilac kind of colour. And then the black one, maybe. I think those three are only available for the next 24 hours. So if you want one, fair enough. If you're in your overdraft, don't worry about it. But listen, I gotta do my job. My job still. Hello.
Where are you?
I'm live. Don't swear or do swear. I don't care. I'm in the studio and I was just waiting for everyone to be ready to go, so I went live to promote the merch. Because I'm still live, by the way, just so you know.
Fuck, shit, piss.
All right. Are we leaving?
To go.
Yeah.
Yeah, fall until you were late though. I'll leave you off.
Yeah, I've been sat around for like 20 minutes, so I just thought, fuck it, I'll go live.
Yeah, I will let you off this once, but the other two, no.
Yeah. All right. In a bit.
Bye.
All right. That's probably my cue to go. Thanks for blessing me, everyone. My shirt says 13 again. If you want one, it's available in the link in our bio now. maxandharveyofficial.com. We might be live again later. I'll talk to the guys, see if we can briefly go live or something like that. Maybe either in the theatre or just in the car or something. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Stay safe. And if you haven't already, go watch the podcast because it was very good. And Max and Tilly had a very heated debate and I loved it. So yeah, thanks all for watching. Hopefully my hay fever clears up, and thanks all for the tips as well. You're missing the F1. I know. So we're either gonna try and watch, because we're literally in the theatre while the F1 is on. It's so annoying. But then we're probably just going to come back and watch it afterwards or something, or maybe even just watch it while we're there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, lots of love to you all. Hope you have a great Sunday, and we'll see. Oh, hello.
We need to go.
Yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Bye.